Hello everybody, welcome back. In this video we're going to learn about lists. And a list is a collection of objects, and it's going to be our first example of what we call a container type object or an iterable object. These are going to be somewhat similar to arrays in C++, but they're also quite different. So first we write L equals square brackets, and then we type in items separated by commas. So let's put in A, B, C, and D. And now we can access the items by typing L of 0, L of 1, L of 3. This is going to print A, B, D. We can note that the type of L is a list, but the type of L0, well, that's the type of the first entry, so that's going to be a string. As we've already seen, the indexing is similar to strings, which means that if we type in L of -1, it's going to give us the last item in the list. And if we want to do every other item of the list, we can do L:::2, and this will give us every other item, which will be AC. And that's basically it for indexing. It's exactly the same as with strings. What's kind of remarkable about lists is that you can put anything in them and the data can be of different types. So in this example, the first element's a string, then there's an int, and then an int, and then an int, then a string, and then a float. And we can see that the type of L0 is a string, but the type of L1 is an int. If we want to get really wild, we can even have a list of lists. So we've got a list, and the first item is going to be the list containing 1, 2, 3. And the second item is going to be the list containing 4, 5, 6. And let's go take a look at what L looks like. It looks like a list of lists. And indeed, if we want to look at the first item of this list, that's going to give us the first list. And if we do L of 0, 0, this is going to give us the first item of the first list. So there's several different ways we can construct a list. The first method is what we saw below, is we just type in L of 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look at L. A second method is to start off with an empty list. So we type in L equals empty square brackets. And so right now, L is just a nice empty list. But then we do L dot append 1, L dot append 2, and L dot append 3. We're using the append method of the list class. And so now we've appended this and we still get the same thing. A third and a little bit more novel way is to split a string. So here I've got my favorite string, which is if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. And what we could do is L is equal to S dot split. And now if we check on L, we will see that we have split up each of the words in this long string. We split along the spaces. And so each word is an entry of our list. So those are several different ways for adding items to a string. We also have various ways to remove an item from a string. So let's have a nice big long list of 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. If we type in L dot remove 3, this is going to remove the first 3. So after we do this, the first 3 is going to be gone, and we're going to be left with 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. We can use the pop command to remove the item in position 2. So this is going to remove the second 3. So after this, we're just going to be left with 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. And if we want to insert something, we can use L.insert. And this will insert the item X into position N. So we're going to insert to position 4, and we're going to insert the word cat. And now we look at what L looks like, and it looks like this. If we want to sort, we use L.sort. And okay, that does not actually work anymore because you can't sort a list that has a string and an int. So in order to get the sort command to work, let's go back to doing something that involves just numbers. You could also do something that just involves strings. And so we've got a list that's not in any particular order. But we type in L.sort, and then miraculously, the sort method puts the entire list into order. On the other hand, we could write L.reverse, and now it'll be in the reverse order that it was previously in. We can also get a little bit crazier and do some sort of fancy sorting. So let's say we have this nice list here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of a tongue twister, sorry. We're going to sort it so that we put the even numbers first. And to do this, we're going to have to create a function. And we're going to learn about functions in Python soon, but we haven't done that yet. So for the rest of this video, which is only another couple of minutes, you have my permission to stop typing if you want. Alrighty, so this is how you write a function in Python. You write def is odd x colon indented, and we're going to return x modulus 2 equal 1. So this is a Boolean valued function, which is going to return true if the function is odd. And we do L.sort key equals is odd. And now we take a look at L, and we see that we put all of the even numbers first and the odd numbers second. Even numbers are evaluated to false, and false comes before true. This is because false is converted to 0 and true is identified with 1. Now we want to get a little bit fancier. We can try to sort the even numbers and odd numbers within the group as well. So we can have a new function called sorter. And this is going to return is odd of x. This is actually going to return what's called a tuple. We'll learn more about tuples next time. And so we've got our sorter function. And now we do L.sort key equals sorter. And now we look at what L looks like. And what we're going to see is that the even numbers come first, but the numbers are also sorted within each group. All right, that's it for lists for today. These is a recurring data type we're going to see tons and tons of throughout the course. So take a moment to review it, and I will see you guys again next time.